On Saturday, April 25, 3 days after he died, the show he built stopped everything for him. During that evening's episode of Storage Wars, back to the locker, a black screen appeared. White letters, his name, his birthday, his death date, in memoriam. That was the tribute, simple, direct, the way Darrell Sheets himself would have wanted it. No long montage, no narrator voiceover with swelling music, just his name on a screen. Because sometimes the most powerful tribute is the one that doesn't try too hard. Darrell Sheets, known to millions as the Gambler, died on April 22, 2026 in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. He was 67 years old. He appeared in 163 episodes across 15 seasons of Storage Wars. And the career he built episode by episode, locker by locker, gamble by gamble, is now the thing that everyone who ever watched that show is going back to revisit. Not because it was perfect, but because it was completely, unmistakably, irreversibly him. Let's talk about what that career actually was. Because the numbers alone tell a story that most people who watched casually never fully absorbed. He appeared on the show from 2010 through 2023, 15 seasons, and in that time became one of the most recognizable faces in the history of reality television. Not because he was the loudest, not because he was the most controversial, but because he was the most real, the most human, the most genuinely, recklessly, joyfully himself in every single frame. He earned the nickname the Gambler because that is what he was. Not a calculated buyer, not a strategic investor. A man who looked at a locked door, trusted his gut, bid what felt right, and believed with everything he had that what was hidden inside was worth more than anyone else in the room could see. He turned abandoned storage units into eyebrow-raising paydays and built a legacy doing it. There was the Gutierrez painting, the find that stopped the show cold, a $300,000 profit from a locker that most buyers would have walked away from. The moment that defined him on screen, not because of the money, but because of the look on his face when he realized what he had found. Pure, unfiltered, completely alive. There was the Picasso drawing, the rare find that reminded everyone watching that the man they were calling the Gambler was actually something rarer, a man with an eye. A man who saw value in things that other people dismissed, not just in storage lockers, in life. And then there was the relationship with his son Brandon, the side bit, because that is the part of his career legacy that goes beyond any single find or any single dollar amount. He brought his son onto national television, not for the ratings, not because the producers pushed for a family angle, because he wanted more time with his kid, because the show was taking him away from home, and the solution he found was to bring home onto the show. 15 seasons of fathers and sons are complicated, awkward, competitive, and loving all at once. That is exactly what Daryl and Brandon were on screen. And every person who watched it, who grew up watching it with their own parent, or watching it as a parent themselves, felt something true in those moments. Dave Hester said it plainly, Storage Wars has been going on for 17 seasons. Daryl and I were at the very beginning of it. We worked together for probably 100 episodes. We were rivals, but we respected each other. Some of my best battles were with him, and those will just be good memories. Some of my best battles were with him. That is the highest possible tribute one competitor can give another. Not that they liked each other, not that it was always easy, but that the battles were the best battles, that the show was better, richer, more electric because Darrell Sheets was in it. He retired from Storage Wars in 2023 after 15 seasons and opened his antique shop, Havasu Show Me Your Junk, in Arizona. He didn't walk away from the thing he loved. He just found a smaller stage for it, a shop in the desert where he could still pick up objects and see what nobody else could see in them, still gamble, still trust his gut, still be the Gambler without the cameras, without the edit, without the wow factor catchphrase. Just a man in a shop he built himself, doing the thing he loved until the very end. That is the career legacy of Darrell Sheets. Not 163 episodes, not the Gutierrez painting, not the rivalry with Dave Hester. A man who loved the game so completely that he never stopped playing it, even after the cameras were gone. If you are struggling right now, please dial or text 988. You are not alone. Rest in peace, Darrell Sheets. May 13, 1958, April 22, 2026. Thank you for watching.